Memories, they melt away. Lifetime's nothing more than plays. Simple shows that we put on. Curtain call and then you're gone. Gone, gone beyond. Gone, gone, gone beyond. Gone beyond. Gone beyond. Gone beyond the going. A light, it shines so bright and clear. How many times have you been here? You feel no sadness, shed no tears, and flap into the light. Flap into the night. Flap into the night stream. Glowing tunnels carry you from all the things that you once knew, from all the places you once roamed, all the places you called home. Will you drink from the sweet stream, or to your memories will you cling? In your old cup of bitter brew, pour it out, drink something new.
Drink with me from the stream
of everything that's ever been.
Cool and clear, let's drink again.
Into these waters we will swim.
We will swim, we will swim.
We will swim, we will swim.
We will
swim. Swimming in the night
stream. Swimming in the night stream.
Swimming in the night stream.
Swimming in the night stream.
Flowing through the day. See them as they drink from it. They think that they are brave. Watch the light in their eyes slowly fade away, wandering to another life where they keep doing the same thing. Fuck them, you know they are unsavable. Fuck them, this dream's indefatigable. Fuck them, even though they seem believable. Your heart knows that it's right to drink from the stream of nights. Stream of nights, we choose to keep our memories. Stream of nights, we're not afraid of history. Stream of nights, we live inside a mystery, and we are on a mission to put pyramids in remission. Fountain of your truth. Night stream is the fountain of your youth. Night stream is the antidote you need if you've been drinking the poison of the river of greed. To family, unless you have come home. The drinkers of the day's river want you to be alone. They want you to feel hopeless while you help them build their thrones. They want the world to suffer while they are getting blown. The pyramids are cracking, but they won't tell you that. You can see the piggies shiver, trembling balls of stupid fat. We will use their magic to send the piggies back to the darkness of oblivion, where they hate their warlock hats. Night stream, our method is science. Night stream, our aim is religion. Night stream, we place no reliance on virgin or pigeon. Night stream. Night stream.
between night stream waiting for
Hello? Hi there. Hello, it's me again, your new old friend. And you are watching The Night Stream. And tonight's a creepy night. So if you're somebody who gets triggered by being lonely, and feeling creepy, what the fuck? I can hear myself. If you're somebody who doesn't want to feel like an existential ice cream headache, this ain't your stream. You gotta run on now. Go find yourself another stream somewhere to go by where you're gonna feel warm and good, and you're not gonna have to confront change. You're not gonna have to confront your own fucking mortality. You're not gonna have to confront the reality that every single human being is having the same fucking experience, basically. You're not special. None of us are. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. You're going to have to face hard truths tonight, man. Hard truths. Brant Tobler, what have you done? The great Brant Tobler, when I was in Denver, was lucky enough to have him feature for me out there. He, what is his show? Let me just pull that up before I show to you these fruits that Mr. Tobler has harvested from the dark gardens. Hold on one second here. And give him the proper credit he deserves for what he's given to me. The hell is he? He's got a great. You gotta work on his website here. Can't find the link. Maybe on YouTube I can find. Hold on one second. I'm gonna find where you guys can reach this man. Where is it here? You can watch him on This Is Not Happening. Tried to Kill My Dad. You can subscribe to him at Brant Tobler Comedy. He's a wonderful man. Really fucking funny, too. And let me show you what he's given me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. If anything is going to get this fucking YouTube channel shut down, it's what I'm going to do tonight. These are just a few that I've got. This one's Riley's first birthday morning. We got Sandburn 50th anniversary of Led Zeppelin Day. There's just a few. There's more. We got another Riley second birthday, so we got a lot of Riley here. Videotapes are incredible. Philosophically, they're like, you could spend all day just thinking about how much shit is encoded on these fucking things, all like in attics and basements, and this technology came before the internet. Here, it used to be considered the most high-tech shit ever. And who else I should? One second here. I got these VHS tapes. Hold on. Buy VHS recorder. Austin. Met the coolest dude too today. Where the fuck is it? Telstar Services. I want to thank Telstar Services and my new best friend Matt over at Telstar Services for hooking me up today. Because, since these are basically an archaic remnant of a distant past, pre-2012 technology before the Mayan apocalypse happened, you can't just play these anymore. No, if you want to play one of these things, it's not easy. You're not going to be able to go to Best Buy and pick up a VCR anymore. I used to be able to because I'm old as fuck. You can't do that anymore. You can go on Amazon, or maybe you can go to like Goodwills and see if you can find one there. But those are going to suck. Those are going to be fucked up. I went to a few Goodwills, And I couldn't even find one because people know if they find like a good VHS player to Goodwill, they could sell it on Amazon for like 10 times the money. That was just so insane because I don't even know if they're making them anymore. But Telstar is amazing. For those of you who are in Austin and like weird old fucking gear, holy shit. It's all archaic technologies and not just like VCRs, like shit from the 50s with like the kind of radio that tunes into the whole planet, but also is like beautifully crafted furniture, weird glowy lights, the remnants of the past when before shitification fucked everything up and created this kind of homogenized world where it's just strip malls and shit and everything's just fucking printed out. Everyone's billions of dollars. We all do. I do. I'm not acting like I don't. I want a 50 billion fucking dollars. That's fisting money, baby. But, you know, enshittification has happened, aka the Mayan apocalypse, 2012. Everything's been completely different since then. And now we have these bits of scattered fragments of the past that we call VHS tapes. Things that have yet to be digitized. And, you know, my friend Brant, what he does this, he knows how to do, I can't remember, it's called like picking. Like there's, I guess like all the stuff that goes to all the thrift stores and stuff. It's like it's a crazy thing that people get into because it's so addictive. But there's these warehouses where this shit is like, you auction on like boxes and things. And anyway, he told me year before last that if he happened to come upon any home VHS tapes, he would send them my way. And he was true to his word. So I've got some creepy shit for you, man. It's fucked with me all day. And the reason I'm worried a little bit about playing, and I'm not going to play them all tonight. I'm going to stretch this shit out. And also, I'm not going to play them all tonight because I kind of need to screen what I'm showing you. Because these are from piles of like old discarded boxes in warehouses. So we have no idea what's on there. Just because it says it's some little kid's birthday, that doesn't mean that. And easily could have been taped over with some, who the fuck knows? And, you know, the last thing I need is just suddenly, like, you know, it starts streaming some, who knows what. So this is kind of dumb, what I'm doing. I guess it's dumb in the sense that I have not fully watched what I'm going to play for you. Maybe I shouldn't do it now. I'm kind of talking myself out of it. Because there's no telling what's on here. I will say this. The one I picked to show for you tonight, it is maybe I've never seen anything that is so poignant, anything that's like, I mean, maybe it's because like I came up during the divorce boom. Everybody was getting divorced, and so like a single dad doing Christmas with his only son is like just fucking like, it's a sledgehammer to the heart, dude. It really is. And I'll show you the tape. I'm afraid to take it out, honestly. I'm afraid if I take the tape out, it won't work or something, but you should see the tape just so you get the full experience of what this is. Oh, it's not coming out. See, I knew I would fuck it up. I'll get it to work. Oh, it came out. Telstar. It's my dumb ass. The reason you want to get like a VHS player at Telstar, this is not a paid advertisement, by the way, and they didn't give me the VCR. The reason you want to get it is because any equipment they get, they put new belts in, they clean it, so it works. Anyway, here's what we got. Can you see it? Christmas Eve, 1993. The writing is like, if you look at that, that's like very organized, very like clean writing. A serious person wrote that. Simple, to the point, not much of a description. But Christmas Eve, 1993. Man, get ready. Trigger warning, dude. Trigger warning. Before we play this, why don't we just take a look at what was going on? Christmas 1993 news. Okay, in Christmas 1993, news was dominated by the aftermath of Pablo Escobar's death. Queen Elizabeth II's focus on community service in her broadcast, a controversial deportation of Jamaicans from Britain, and a white Christmas in some regions, including over 2 inches of snow in Richmond, Virginia. Wow, man. The Nightmare Before Christmas had just come out. They had just taken out Pablo Escobar. Brings you back. They just took out a great man, Pablo Escobar. He was gone, never forgotten. Nightmare Before Christmas was blowing minds. Couldn't fucking believe what that bitch Queen said. They deported Jamaicans. What the fuck? And then we all found out. Pablo Escobar, brother of Carlo Rossi, murdered. What else happened? $1993. Let's see what happened for this year. 1993 news. Year in history. Pablo Escobar out. Damn, it's people really. Let's see. Damn, Brinks got robbed. Rochester, New York. Brinks truck got robbed. This is what the news used to be, by the way. And you'd hear that and be like, dear God, what's happening to this world? A Brinks truck robbed? What has become of our world? Everything's falling apart. They've robbed a Brinks truck. What's next? Why? They might as well just send gangs of ruffians into stores to steal things next. That's what, don't be ridiculous, Margaret. That's never going to happen. No, they might as well do that. Who knows what's next after a Brinks truck gets robbed? Why, a Brinks truck robbed? Oh no, a Brinks truck robbed. Why, what's next? Flying planes into the World Trade Center? Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's not that bad. See what else happened. Oh, dude. Janet Reno became the first female U.S. Attorney General. She went on to fucking order the barbecue of the Branch Davidians. Groundhog Day came out. You youngs probably haven't even seen that. Let's see what else. Billy Crystal hosted the Academy Awards. Back then, by the way, the Academy Awards were fucking serious. Like, it was next to the State of the Union, you guys. Like, you couldn't even believe those stars. You would see the stars and you would just be like, I can't even, that's all Princess Diana. It was like that. Oh my God. March 31st, Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, dies while filming horror film The Crow. Lee is shot in the abdomen as the prop gun used in his character's death scene had a live bullet lodged in the chamber. History doesn't repeat, but it sometimes echoes. Let's see. An IRA truck bomb exploded. Oh, now this is a wonderful day, April 29th. An announcement is made by the Queen that this summer Buckingham Palace will be open to the public for the first time. Let 'em in. Let 'em in. Sleepless in Seattle was released. Oh my God, the Pizza Hut blimp crashes into an apartment building on West 56th Street in New York City. The pilot is taken to the hospital and nobody's critically injured. That got memory hold. You don't tell you about that, do they, anymore? That's what we call predictive programming, is what that was. The Pizza Hut blimp was getting people ready for the reality that there was going to be the September 11th attacks, July 4th, Independence Day. Do the math. It's right there in front of you. It's called a shadow language. July 19th, Clinton's Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy regarding homosexuals serving in the American military is announced. Wow. Wait, Vince Foster commits suicide July 20th. Now that's kind of interesting. I believe that was one of the first, let's take a look real quick and then we'll get into these videos. All right, hold on one second. Let me just take a look real quick. Because Vince Foster, of course, we just should look really quick. YouTube, Google, Vince Foster. Because I believe Vince Foster wasn't he one of like 40 people around the Clintons who had an... yeah, he was found dead of a gunshot wound in Fort Macy Park. There's a little bit more to that. After Clinton's 1992 election, Foster joined Clinton's presidential transition team. Once Clinton was inaugurated, Foster joined his White House staff as deputy White House counsel. Foster had difficulty making the transition to life and politics in Washington. Unlike some other Clinton-associated figures, he had no experience with campaigns or electoral politics. But you have to look at the Clinton, what is it, death list? He's on it. Clinton body count. What do you Google that and it's not going to come up right away. Of course, but you're going to get Wikipedia. Don Henry, Kevin Ives, Victor Razor, Ian Spiro, Mary Mahoney, Vince Foster, Jerry Parks, Edward Willey, Ron Brown, Jim McDougal. I mean, these are like, Jim McDougal was a financial partner of the Clintons, died of a heart attack. That's not that weird. Ron Brown, he died in the 1996 Croatia USAF crash. Edward Willey was a Clinton fundraiser, another suicide. Jerry Parks. Barry Parks on Gary asserted that his father collected a secret file of Clinton's peccadillos and that his father was using the file to try to blackmail the Clinton campaign. What? Now that, look, I don't want to spread misinformation here. That just seems crazy. What? He was killed on September 26 as he left a Mexican restaurant at the edge of Little Rock, Arkansas, by a man in another car that shot him 10 times using a 9mm handgun. Huh. Weird. I just don't... I mean, not... Hugh Clinton was president. Like, really? Really? These are, like, crazy allegations. Jeffrey Epstein's on there. Sean Lucas, a process server in D.C., served the Democratic National Committee with a lawsuit from Bernie Sanders alleging the DNC had committed electoral fraud to ensure that Hillary Clinton defeated Sanders in the 2016 Democratic Party. What? On August 2nd, 2016, Lucas was found dead at his home, which investigators stated was caused by the combined adverse effects of fentanyl, cyclobenzaprine, and mitragynine. Oh my God, I didn't know you weren't supposed to mix those things. Ooh, shit. Wow. All right. Live and learn. Okay, let's keep going. Kobe Bryant made it on this list. What? This is a QAnon smear. Jovenel Moïse, Haitian president, Mark Middleton. Yeah, so, I'm just reading that so you guys understand, like, how much misinformation's out there. So these were the things going on in 1993, but I think the most important thing that wasn't going on is that people hadn't started filming themselves with phones, uploading it to YouTube. I don't think. If they had, no. We didn't have cameras and phones then, did we? So what that means is that anything that happened back then, you had to have a special piece of equipment just for filming it. This was the VHS camera, considered quite fancy. And what does that mean? Well, what it means is that you are going to get a socioeconomic snapshot of, civilian life in America during those times. So, the odds are that you're gonna land anything on a VHS family video is going to be middle class to upper class, and so you're only going to get a little sliver of what's going on. But what you are going to get is going to feel way more intimate because, people were like, no one, I don't think, was thinking one day this is going to like end up on my weird ass podcast. Then so it's this kind of footage is really special. I think there is a voyeuristic element to it. You do get a sense of like peering through a window into somebody's house. These days everything's performative. Everyone knows they're being filmed. This is, again, the apocalypse. This is part of the apocalypse. We live in a self-imposed panopticon. Not to mention the fact most of our devices are recording everything we say and do so they could sell shit to us. So that wasn't always the case. And so these are just little, it's almost like a dream. It's a dead dream that the world cooked up before everything went south. And it's so, this one in particular, man, it's going to get you. So, all right, let's do it. Let's play this thing. Wait, first, we got a super chat here. Thank you so much. Emberly Rose says, giving you money and having you read this is a strange phenomena. Thank you for connecting us. All love. Love back at you, Emberly Rose. And thank you so much for the super chat. A member said something too. Oh, thanks for welcoming everybody. And another member message from Beth. Duncan, love you in the night stream. We're going to sing together. Yeah. I want to sing. I want to sing with you, Beth. Jonathan Wingo 13 says, even my dreams are dead. I mean, that was a weird, I shouldn't have said that. What does that even mean? A dead dream? When are they alive? You don't have living dreams. Holy shit, before you get going, this is an important question for any comics out there that might be wanting to make the big. Could you give me some pros and cons of starting stand-up living in New York, LA, Chicago, and Austin? That's a big list. I lived in LA for 1 year, or New York for 1 year. LA is where I learned to do comedy. and everything's got a different flavor to it. Everything's got a different sort of. You could tell New York comics from you can tell East Coast comics from West Coast comics. West Coast comics, you're gonna get more of a kind of storytelling style. It's funny, but there's a little bit more air in there sometimes. Whereas New York comics, it's technical. It's like Jerry Seinfeld. It's fucking technical. It's really strong. They're because the it's in New York, in certain clubs, if you have dead air when you're up there, you won't get booked anymore at these clubs. That's at least what I've heard. So, whereas at least, I don't know, things have changed so much. In the West Coast, at the Comedy Store, it was, Mitzi wanted to grow comics. She wanted to let people bomb after she decided you were funny. She would let you bomb. And because she knew you had to bomb to get better. And so there was a different kind of stand-up would emerge from the West Coast. All of them good. East Coast versus West Coast, anything is an embarrassment if you have some strong opinion on that. And it's not like this is some rule that universally applies to everyone. But I don't know too much about Chicago. I only know it historically is the birth of it's where improv, the Groundlings, or no, Second City came from there. So it's but I'm always on the road, and what I've noticed these days is that pretty much anywhere I go, the comics that, if I don't bring somebody, the comics that the club puts up in front of me are fucking good. And it wasn't always like that. And that there's all these comedy communities everywhere. Not everywhere, but there's pretty much everywhere. It's got some kind of cool stand-up community happening. And, I don't know where you live, but there's just a few things you definitely need, which is you need a way to get up regularly, 3 times a week minimum, in the beginning, as much as you possibly can. And that's just the reality of stand-up. That is the sort of membrane that separates people who become comics who can make money from those who don't, obviously in being funny. But that fucking amount of it's the amount of fuel they have to use to launch a rocket into space. You gotta do open mics for a year at least. You because the canvas is time. And in the beginning, you're not getting a lot of time. So whereas if I want to learn how to draw, I can sit on Procreate all day long and just sketch. If you want to learn how to be a comic, you're going to get, 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there. If you live in New York or Austin, you can get multiple sets a night. And so it's going to obviously speed up your growth just because you're getting more time on the canvas. So that's wherever you go, you just want to make sure that there's plenty of shows, and not shows for you want to make sure these are shows that you can get on, and you don't want to get to a place where it's crazy. People would move to LA from New York who are very funny, respected comics in New York, and then they come to the West Coast and it's they can't get time. They can't get stage time, and they're funny as fuck. But it's just there's so many people trying to get that 4-minute spot, that 8-minute spot to get seen by whoever the booker of the club is, that it's just a log jam. And so it's defeating because you're fucking funny, and you're slamming into this wall of yeah, you gotta wait your turn. So what I love about, my dumb hippie ass loves decentralization. It's whenever there's centralization, you get gatekeepers, and gatekeepers are really the worst of us. Gatekeepers are so fucked up. Bridge trolls is what we used to call them. Now they call themselves gatekeepers. It used to be called bridge trolls. You want to cross a bridge, some fucking troll shows up. And you got to, you either have to trick the troll, get the troll to like you, give the troll money, and then the troll lets you across the bridge. That's the gatekeeper. And so the gatekeeper inevitably is keeping a gate through which artists or like people go through. The gatekeeper is not an artist. The gatekeeper, in fact, if you spend too much time wondering to yourself, what are your credentials? You'll go fucking insane because there aren't any. They just managed to take control of a gate. We're seeing it act out right now. Strait of Hormuz, baby. Where you got a little thing, gate trolls and goblins appear and fuck shit up. Now, there's exceptions to the rule. It's really important to note. Like Mitzi was an exception to the rule. You could argue that's a gatekeeper. That was one of your mentors in life. But yeah, that's an actual, like, that's I wouldn't even call that a gatekeeper. You know, that was like, I don't know what that was. But, you know, like a gatekeeper, you know, is making decisions that are like, I don't know how to put it, fucked up regarding who gets to cross. Usually there's some form of, what's the word people use? Nepotism, or some form of like social circle nepotism happening. Favors are being granted. You know, whereas Mitzi was like really loved stand-up comedy more than anyone I've ever met in my life. And you felt like you were like you knew you were hanging out with someone like Ansel Adams or something. You knew you were hanging out with this icon. It was crazy to be around. And I don't know how many times when I was the talent coordinator there, I would sit next to Mitzi Shore and watch her pass a comic who, when I saw it, I was like, dude, really? What? Okay. You know, I was into like Mr. Show. I was into like weird fucking shit. You know, like, I was there when she passed, you know, one of the most famous comics working today, Sebastian Maniscalco, selling out Madison Square Gardens. Garden, not gardens. It's like Book of Revelation. And you know, I one thing I don't want this to seem like is some kind of like jab at Sebastian, who is exponentially more successful than I am. But when I saw his set, not that I even thought of myself as a comedy connoisseur. When I came to the Comedy Store, I didn't know shit about comedy. So, but I don't know, like, to me that wasn't like, I don't know. But Mitzi was like, he's wonderful, he's gonna be a star. Because she knew that's the kind of gatekeeper you want. She saw something. She saw the thing that led to him becoming this like world famous comic. Whereas some dumbass like me is like, what, man? I don't get it. What? You want to watch Mr. Show? You know, like that's good. You need that. You want that. Because it wasn't just that like she would pass you. It's then she would torture you. Then she would give you these spots based on where she thought you were developmentally to like grow you as a comic. And that's a whole different thing. But I like decentralization. I like when things get nice and spread out. And these days, you know, everything's topsy-turvy. So you have to ask yourself something. This is the most important thing you should ask yourself is, are you tricking yourself into thinking that when you go here or there or this place or that place, that's when you're going to like start working? Because if you're not working right now and you're tricking yourself into thinking the road trip will lead to you doing it, you might be distorting reality a little bit. All that being said, it's so fun to travel around and move to new places. But I think I don't know the comedy scene in LA right now. I have no idea. So I can't really comment on that. But the Austin, I know comics are getting shit tons of spots every night. So there's lots of rooms, lots of shows. It's a great place if you want to do a lot of stand-up. New York, I imagine, is the same. Fuego 4466 is paying $2 for me. He says, how would you rate Rogan's comedy? Be honest. Dude, he is so good. So good. And it basically, like, it's because of his podcast. Like, it's his podcast. Like, people just get mad at him. But shut the fuck up, man. He's so funny. And, like, he is, like, technically, like, he just sucks the air out of all of his jokes. There's no air. When you watch him, it's like it's like you could see where, like, the martial arts thing gets into it, because it's just very, very, it's very, like, efficient. He doesn't trick himself into, like, I do that. What's it called? There's a name for this effect. Oh my God. What's it called? Cargo cult. The cargo cult effect. It's crazy. Apparently during World War II, they dropped a bunch of like supplies on these uncontacted islands. So just, you're on an uncontacted island, all of a sudden a parachute lands with shit you've never seen before. Food, but technology. And so these cargo cults, they tried to replicate what they were doing that day that the parachute dropped, thinking the gods would be like, okay, we'll drop another parachute of goods for you. And so that can happen in stand-up, where you get lucky. You're riffing up there and something that is not even funny, for whatever reason the audience laughs, and you believe, okay, this has got legs. I'm going to do it again. And then you get out there and do the same joke that made a whole audience really laugh enough where you're like, oh my God, I got a new joke in the moment. Gift from the gods. No one laughs. Just silence. Maybe a couple people laugh. Or sort of like, there's different forms of laughter. You just get to kind of like, get to the next joke kind of laugh. And then you're like, no, what? But that audience laughed. That must be funny. And then you do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again until you become like somebody with, like, OCD, or just scratching at a wound. Oh, it's got to work. At one point, it made them laugh. Come on, you'll laugh again. It's got legs. and you, like, Rogan does not do that. So you get this, like, just the super tight set. So good. Very funny. I mean, also, it is important to note that comedy is subjective. It's like music. Like, there's music that is people fucking go crazy for, and I listen to it and I'm like, what? I'm not into this. But that doesn't mean the music is bad. Fish, for example. I'm not into Fish. I like the Grateful Dead, which is everyone hates the Grateful Dead. You tell someone you like the Grateful Dead, they won't be friends with you anymore. But I don't like Fish. Now, does that mean Fish is bad? To me, it does. For in my reality tunnel, I don't like Fish. But it seems like with comedy, people have this they think that it's universal. It's not. It just isn't. Like. To you, this comic or that comic might be dog shit, but to other people, they love them. I don't know why that's hard for people to wrap their head around. It's an art. I hate saying this. It's an art. It's an art. It's art. It's a form of art, and so there's such an infinite array of art out there that. There's stuff you like and there's stuff you don't like. And what's weird in the sort of like, but that, you know what? That being said, there's music critics who will analyze music and be like, well, this is why it's bad. And I'm not saying you obviously you do that with stand up. You can't just use subjectivity as a shield to protect you from the wrath of people, but it is subjective. Like somewhere there, you got to find a place when you're, like when I'm listening to like, I don't know, Taylor Swift, billionaire. I don't like it, but I also like to put myself into the place of like, but why would you? How do you like this? Can I make myself like it? Having that kind of flexibility mentally is good. And I've never been able to do that. Never been able to make myself like it or understand why anyone would like it. Zyology says critics are the absolute devil. I don't think they are. I mean, I think like the red bar phenomena and all that I think comedians were taken by surprise. Like, what? There's comedy critics now? It's like, yes, yes, of course there is. And I think that the comedy critic thing is actually a really, really good sign. It's good. It like shows a kind of cultural embrace of a really cottage industry, obscure art form. And don't get me wrong, it fucking hurts, dude. I mean, comedians want to be universally loved. Like, we're idiots. We think that's possible. It's like that I do think that is one thing that probably distinguishes comedians from most people. Is we're sort of idiots. I just say sort of just to be nice, but I've been hanging out with comedians for well over 2 decades now. I don't think I would be quite surprised to hear a comedian push back against that adjective. And it's hilarious. I guess recently, because of podcasting and stuff, comedians have taken on some kind of like extra, like, I don't know, like it's really funny. Cause you can't, like, it's, the funny thing is like, people get really mad at us these days because, it's like, what did George Carlin, I think one of his albums, I don't know, I think he called himself like a professional fool, but he meant fool. And so then it's like, well, if you tell a fool that they're important, then they are going to believe that more than anybody else because they're a fool. That's the kind of thing a fool believes. So if you go to a fool and you're like, you're a modern day philosopher, a fool is going to be like, I guess I am. It's like, just like that, you're going to gulp it up. It's like when you throw food into a koi pond. So, the thing itself, the cure for a lot of the controversy surrounding any comedians is like, just hang out with us for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And you'll be like, oh, right, they're idiots. Ooh, this is good. Seth Mythic says, Schopenhauer says that a man who trains to entertain fools will always have the biggest audience. Schopenhauer. Jealous. He ain't moving fucking tickets. Schopenhauer. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like somebody who's not moving tickets. Know how that feels. Not Our Moments is allowed to say hard truths as long as it's structured and humorous. Dude, I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, you could say whatever you want if it's funny. I mean, the problem is like, a fool looks out at like what's going on with the other fools and like, oh my God, they're saying hard truths. I better start saying hard truths. And then like that's where you get these waves of types of comedy. Now everybody's doing hard truths. You know what I mean? And comedy is a very slippery fish, man. Like what happens is like somebody breaks out, and then that will flavor it. You know, like when the Andy Kaufman movie came out, everybody was doing conceptual comedy. By me. Oh, it's so embarrassing. So it's like these sort of waves of similarity in the same way as like in music. Like why does popular music all kind of sound the same? It all kind of sounds the same because it's like someone's trying to dial in the thing, even if they think it's original. Or maybe it's a reflection of what's happening in the zeitgeist or something. You know, I don't know. But then in music and in comedy and in any art, some freak comes out and does some totally different thing. And everyone's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But the what the fuck has this passion to it. People are like really disturbed. And then that's the next thing. And then everyone imitates that. Oh shit, Artie Wolf needs to go poop, guys. Pause the stream, please. All right, sorry, Artie, hang on. I'm going to give you, it's 9:47. You got to go right now. And I'm going to give you 3 minutes. I know that's kind of weird. Hopefully you can poop in 3 minutes. You need fiber if you can't. So, yeah, all right. I'll play this, and then we'll play the video after this. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, guys.
The night stream. Sitting on the ledge, I'm about to fly. What's the point of living when your heart is dead? What's the point of singing when you're singing somebody else's song? That's when he climbed up and he said to me, where are your ropes? What are you doing out here? I lied and told him I was free climbing. He told me that he's always wanted to try free climbing, and he threw his ropes off the ledge. He smiled and said, you inspire me. A little ways up, he lost his grip and fell. I watched his body splatter on the ground below. His last words to me were, you set this caged bird free. I think about it every now and then, wondering who was luckier, was it me or him? Did I kill a man, or did I help a caged bird fly? Whipping my eyelids a little bit wider are two prying hands that grew out from my shoulders, and I can't explain why. All right, I hope you pooped. For those of us just joining you, we're about to show you some found footage VHS tapes, and I think I've spent enough time cock teasing this thing, which is ultimately just really depressing. So let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, there we go.
See that? Do the olds out there recognize the blue screen? All right, I'm going to hit play. Get ready to get a punch in the fucking heart. Oh, if it doesn't play right now, I'm done. If this doesn't play, guys, I'm done. Oh my God, you guys you'll kill me. You know what? I'll leave the country. I'll just leave the country. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'll leave the country. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to move to France. I'm gonna have to leave my whole family. Move to France. I'm gonna have to leave my whole family. Move to France. Probably make love to some beautiful Parisian waitress.
And there's hair in between, and in all of the cracks of my skin that's grown scaly and pale orange brown. In my mind, there's a cloud, and it wants to come out. I'm a monster. My fingers have shriveled and dropped to the dirt. And 2 giant talons have grown where they were. I'm starting to think I will never return to my previous form, which I can't quite recall. But I'm not hungry at all. I'm a monster. Monster. And I feel the compulsion to take myself in, so I start leaving like some feverish moth. They say I have a brain, I say it's not there. Do you really think a brain is under my hair? I've been thinking about everything, and I'm pretty sure that I do not have a brain. Ever see my own brain? I don't think so. Call the doctor, make appointment, have a seat. No insurance, can't do, am I right? Yeah, right, now I know that my brain is just another lie. Psyop, it's a psyop. Don't have a brain, just another psyop. Psyop, it's a psyop. Don't have a brain, just another psyop. Psyop, oh my God, psyop. Don't have a brain, I know it's just a psyop. Psyop, it's a psyop. Don't have a brain, just another psyop. Oh my God. If I can't see it, then it's not true. And I know that my skull is not filled with goo. Then how do you think? I'm thinking that your brain theory sinks. You say you have a brain, that is in your head, connected to your ears, your eyes, your spine, and skeleton. I say then prove it, you say don't need to. I drop the mic and walk away, yeah, I got you.
I think I got it
It's
working.
a psyop. Don't have a brain, just another psyop. Psyop. It's
Oh
a psyop.
yeah!
Don't have a brain, I know it's just a psyop. Psyop. It's a psyop. Don't have a brain, no, it's just a psyop. Psyop. It's a psyop.
brain if you had one.
It's a Sawyer.
Okay. Ha! It worked! That was a nightmare. That was so scary. Okay. Oh. Fuck. It's so dark. Let me get the audio of this thing.
Oh, they're whistles. Them can stay here. Scared, don't lose this little one.
Let's open these.
No. We'll open them later. Here, open.
There's baby stuff.
Dude,
Baby.
I mean,
Another one. What's all them little things?
isn't it wild?
All these presents don't.
Need some help there?
Holy shit.
I don't.
No, that's not baby Trussell. Mine are gone. I'm older than this kid. I mean, it's just like, this is such a lonely scene. And beautiful. But I mean, it's like, where's the mom? Where are they? Where's the mom?
There's a ribbon for a baby. Ooh.
Now,
Here, let me see it.
Cornelius says, creepy Duncan. Did you not listen to the entire long rambling shit leading into this? It's so creepy. Yeah, it's divorced dad. Keen says it's either divorced dad Christmas or like the mom passed away. It's one or the other.
No.
But
don't fall
yeah,
apart, hon.
forgetful paladin. I just spent like an hour yapping about what this was. Okay, hold on, guys,
Go open that one.
hold on.
Here, I'll break him. Yeah, you did. That's why.
I guess people just, you know what? My assumption is someone tunes into this at the beginning and lasts longer than 2 minutes.
Open them up. They're all yours.
That's my idiot assumption is someone watches this like, I've got to keep watching this, when most people are like, what the fuck you YouTube, you piece of shit, why'd you even suggest this to me? The Brant Tobler, the comedian, sent me a bunch of found footage style old VHS tapes, which I'm going to be showing throughout these night streams. This is the one I picked. I don't know who this is. I did a whole thing about like ancient technology and bubbles of time and just fuck. But you know what this stuff is really good for?
That's all right.
It's really good for modular synths. Like, really good.
Hard for you?
Not just that. It's not just good for modular sense. Like anything you put to this is amplified by it, no matter what it is. But it's also really good for like VJ shit.
Oh, yeah. Lamborghini? You got one right there. See the one in Dalmatian?
I'll help you, Dad.
Okay.
But
Um,
we don't need that on there, do we?
It's gonna take me 1 second.
We just need
He's gonna help you with that. I know what's in here. Well, yeah, I figured you probably had to figure it out.
Okay.
Thanks.
And then
That's what.
this.
What you
Sorry,
want.
guys.
Your receipt?
I mean, just a droney thing is already so fucked up. But then we do. Let me see here.
Mom, you can open yours first.
Like that.
I'll open yours, okay?
You ain't gonna open that.
Oh, like
Look
just
out.
a-
Ooh, yeah. Smart. Thank you. Oh. Look at that, what else they have on there? Well, yeah, because Ooh, look at them. Fish, big one. What you got in there? Hold it up, let's see it. What is it? Is it a shirt? It's got the alphabet on it? I think it's mom's turn. Grandma's turn.
It's so sad. I mean, it's so weirdly sad. Okay, but this part is what I like. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what they're doing. One second. Screen capture. Then you want.
Let me see.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, cars.
Alright.
Cars.
Wow.
Policeman.
We're gonna need another box. That's what box. We're gonna need another
Let's
one.
open my cars.
Just a minute.
I'm gonna place them.
You got one more over there. Don't you remember kids used to collect them? Oh yeah. Had boxes to carry. They used to make a box like this. We don't know whatever happened. Which one do you want? Just one at a time right now. There's one in this side. Nothing. Yeah, we'll put cars in there later. Look at the Camaro. Oh, look at that. Right, still got another one down there. Right over there. Dalmatian. Let me see what else you got in this box. Where's that dinosaur thing? Right there. Right there. Okay, another one? Thank you, Riley. Now.
Let's go, Frank.
When you are old and gray and fall asleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream with a soft look your eyes had once. true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crown of stars.
No. They don't fall apart. Don't break it. I'll just show you That's why, where were we? What were we looking for? Right. Open them up. Those are all your stuff. Yeah. No matter who you are, you're gonna get You might be beautiful. You might be the most beautiful man or lady that ever walked the earth. You're gonna get old. Don't matter who you are. You can't stop it.
You're gonna get old.
Why not care?
You might care a lot, but old don't care about you.
You're gonna get old.
You might get stem cells.
You might get peptides. But you're gonna get old as fuck.
And you're gonna have to get
colonoscopy.
And countless little
Humiliations will come your way.
You're gonna get old!
No. Hold on to it while you can. It's like ice in your hand. Watch it drip on the kitchen floor. 'Cause you're gonna get old.
You're gonna get old. You're definitely gonna get old. If you're lucky. You know, if you're lucky, you get old. You might not get old. You actually might not get old. You might not make it through. You might die tomorrow. A friend of mine just died. You never know. You're gonna get old. You're gonna get old. You're gonna spend this time while you still have your mind getting angry at shit you can't control. You're gonna get old. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lips and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptors well those passions read. Which yet survived, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal, these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings! Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch away. Shut up! Shut up!
What's open my car?
Why did my camera zoom in?
On the license.
You got one more over
I
there.
don't understand what just happened there.
Don't you remember kids used to collect them and had boxes and carry them?
Do that to me.
Like this. We don't know
Well,
whatever happened.
that was the first of these videotapes we're gonna watch. I understand there's some kind of ethical question about even showing them.
Which one do you want? Just one at a time for right now.
On the ones on that side.
Just feels like
One in this side.
it needs to be done.
Nothing, yeah.
No.
We'll put cars in there later. Look at
Gotta
the barrel.
constantly remind ourselves of the
Oh, look at that.
fleeting nature of
Look, something's open.
Existence itself. Otherwise you fall into the dream we call
Right, you still got
dipshit
another one.
life.
Right over there.
You stop
Dumb.
saying you're sorry, and you stop accepting apologies. That's when your ass is grass, bitch.
I can't wait to. I don't see dummy.
No one on their deathbed was ever like, I'm glad I didn't accept that apology. I'm glad I didn't say I was sorry. Even though I was a piece of shit and I knew it was wrong. You still out there with me, not stream.
Did you get another one?
There's 3 viewers left.
But you are my children. Literally, those are my children that are left. You guys should be in bed.
Thank you, Riley. Mom, your turn.
You know,
Now,
this has been a lovely night's dream.
come on.
But, it's 10:22. Yeah, I gotta be up early. You're made of love. Don't let them tell you otherwise. That's all there is. Some dumbass hippie ruined that. The stinky hummus fart right after he said it. Corrupted the whole idea. It's a fundamental precept of magic. It's a fundamental occult principle. Everything else is bullshit. Now, you might not understand love enough to know how hardcore a thing that is to say. I sure as fuck don't. I just had a few vodkas. Who knows what it means? But it's the fulcrum of all occult wisdom. It's not some bullshit Voldemort nonsense. It's just love. Now, the amount you recoil at that statement is a good indication of how you've numbed yourself down. I don't even know if you guys can. The senses are powerful. The material universe is seductive. It's like magnets out there, baby. Watch the Insane Clown Posse as they break down these things. It's crazy. We don't even know what they are. You'll get magnetized to this or that. Forget about your love. You don't need to know someone to love them. You don't need to know yourself to love yourself. You don't need to know to love. Love and knowing don't have much to do with one another. It's like a fish trying to know it's wet. And I love you, my Nightstream viewers. I love you, dear. And that's why I do this. I do this not because I have 4 kids. And I need the YouTube revenue. I do it because I want to destroy the Great Pyramid of Giza. I do it because the Great Pyramid of Giza, this foul structure, sits on our earth, protruding like some pestilent nipple from the belly of a plague dog. A goddamn geometric nipple, nothing worse. An affront to anyone who's ever suckled on a woman's teats and felt born again. The Great Pyramid of Giza sits out there. It's mocking you right now. While you're busy getting angry at Janet from work cause some bullshit she said to your boss cause she wants to derail you so you can't get that fucking raise. Forget Janet, stinky old bush. She don't wash down there. A bush smells like ammonia and cat litter. She pours cat litter in her pants to wash a bush. She's hydrophobic. She's got long rabies. She got bit by a bat 15 years ago. She had 3 years of rabies straight, misdiagnosed. Now she don't shower. Instead she pulls out her pants and dumps cat litter in a stinky ammonia bush. You're worried about what she thinks, what she does. Dear God, that's the world. The world grabs you. People like Janet. People like Janet whose bush smells like if you landed on Venus. You could smell before you incinerate it.
It's that level of bad. It's so bad, hyperdimensional entities come to observe it and study it. They don't understand how it's possible someone's bush smells like that. And that's God that grabbed you. She grabbed you. Janet with her old moldering bush grabbed you. Here you are in infinite soul made of love, grabbed by a woman whose bush smells like a swimming pool filled with elephant piss. That's how easy it is. You get caught. You get trapped. You get tethered down to Janet's bush. Lost. Like somebody shrunk you down to a tiny little tiny pea size and threw you into that terrible jungle of Janet's foul pubic hair. There you are, wandering through that horrific bush. Where am I? Why am I here? Who am I? I don't even know why. You know who you are. You know where you are. You're in Janet's bush. And you're there because you decided to get there. You wanted to be there. You might not want to believe that. You want to play the victim game. You want to dance around like you're the victim. I don't deserve any of this, you say to yourself. You know you do. It's a perfect universe. It's a marble run created by the source of intelligence, and you're just a marble rolling on down. And you wanted to smell that bush. You wanted to smell that Janet bush. Somewhere deep inside. Dear God, we got a $50 super chat. Gotta change my voice changer for that. Hello?
Hello? It's me again. Jesus, what are you doing? That's too much, Potent Gaming. $50, come on. $50, you could go see Bruce Springsteen for that. But thank you. Hare Krishna, friend. Every psychedelic trip throughout my spiritual journey in life, I watch Midnight Gospel, and it's like the Bible. My growing intuition and perspective teaches me something new every time. That's the key part, the growing intuition and perspective. Teaching you. Thank you for the super chat. I gotta get back to this thing, though. It's important.
Is this it? Oh, there we are. That was not so man's me, though. But here we are again. Now, Janet's bush. That's where I was. Janet's bush. And everybody knows when you're in Janet's bush. Everybody knows. You don't hide it from nobody who knows nothing about something. Give me a break. You think we don't know you've been snuffling around there, little dirty snuffleupagus? Snuffling around in Janet's bush. You smell like a damn... You smell like somebody threw a Pop-Tart in a pile of clown shit. We smell it on you. Feel it on you. Your smile don't hide it. You can't smile the stink away. To quote Winston Churchill, you can't smile away the stink. If you stink, you stink. Doesn't matter what ridiculous grin on your face. You've been down there lollygagging in Janet's bush, finding little pools of oil to roll about in. The secretions of Janet's gut. There's rabbits, and she's got long rabies. She got bit by a bat. You're laying there in the gelatinous ooze of Janet's rabies bush, acting like you're happy, pretending you love it, doing that fake smile everywhere you go, people pleasing. Trapped by Eros, pretending you're in agape. Trapped by Eros when you're in agape. No, you're not. You know what I mean. I don't know what those two words mean exactly, but you're in Eros if you're in Janet's bush, I'll tell you that. You want something back, don't you? You want something back. You're acting like you're gagging. You know you ain't gagging. That gag is an orgasm. You love it. You love the pain. You love the sorrow. You love the pain and the sorrow, don't you? Oh, it feels good. It gives you a sense of form. Gives you a sense of self. Feels solid. dependable. You can always depend on your own suffering, can't you? Just lean into it. Everything's gotta be hard. And when things aren't hard, what do? You make them hard. When things aren't hard, you make them hard. You climb out of Janet's bush for a few seconds and act like you're happy. Oh, I can't believe I made it out of that sticky ammonia bush. And then, what do you know? Oh dear, I seem to have fallen back into Janet's bush. That's what you do. It's a loop. It's a never-ending loop. How have I gotten lost in Janet's bush? You write in your diary. Dear diary, today I found myself yet again in Janet's bush, choking on those ammonia fumes, battling off the scabies that scamper through her undercarriage like rats through Dracula's ship. I don't know how I got here. It's a mystery. Someone help me, please. You set some of the pubic hair on fire. You send up smoke signals. Some friend comes. Let me get you out of there. Oh my God, don't go in Janet's bush. She's got long rabies. She don't wash her bush. She pours cat litter in it. She'd never go in there. Thank you so much, you say. Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You cock! You're cocked out. Keep jumping down in Janet's bush and make your friends come and bail you out. Drive all blames into oneself, friend. Drive all blames into oneself. You in there for a reason, because you want to be. You want to be in Janet's bush. More than anything, you want to be in Janet's bush. Anything to feel real. Anything to feel like you exist. Anything to feel like there's something. Well, all night streams must end. This was a good one.
There. Is my voice back? I don't know how to make this stop. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Oh, the Discord, right. I don't know how to make this stop, is the problem. I really don't. Like, I don't want... I'm trying to take this effect off, and I don't know how. So, I don't know why this is happening, or if you guys are even seeing what I'm seeing. You guys, I do have to admit, like, much of what I said about Janet's Bush is not my own original concept. Listen to Leonard Cohen's album, Janet's Bush, and he sings about it, you know, but I got that from Leonard Cohen's album. I should have said that up front. Like, this is my interpretation of one of my favorite Leonard Cohen albums, Janet's Bush. Janet's Bush. So you guys, wait, you guys see no effect. Cal says all I see is Bush. All I see is Bush, man. All I see is fucking Bush, dude. I know you're telling me there's a world out there. I just see a bush. I just see Janet's Bush. You want to fucking tell me I can get out of Janet's Bush? That's what you want to fucking tell me? Hold on. You want to tell me there's a fucking way out of Janet's Bush? That's what you want to fucking tell me? You want to tell me there's a way out of Janet's Bush? That's your message, you fucking hippie piece of shit, hypocritic, false fucking prophet piece of shit. Oh yeah, like we can get out of Janet's Bush. Let me explain something to you. It's all Janet's Bush, you piece of shit. You fucking Pied Piper motherfucker. It's all Janet's fucking Bush. Oh yeah, sure. You're gonna get out of Janet's Bush. What? You think this isn't Janet's Bush? You think these fucking skyscrapers I fucking drive through every goddamn day aren't fucking pubic hairs growing out of the goddamn groin of a fucking long rabies victim called the universe? And I'm supposed to just, oh yeah, because I'm not in some fucking meaty fucking cesspool filled with oily, briny fucking scabies encrusted swamps of cat litter pube stink. Oh, everything's fine now, I guess, right? That's what you want me to believe? There is no way out of Janet's bush. That's the black pill. It's all Janet's fucking bush. It's all fucking Janet's bush. I gave up.
I gave up. That's what you say to me? You gave up. You gave up. Despair. That's what you're gonna go to. Despair. Oh. Everybody gather around. We got somebody in despair. Oh goodness me. Shh. Everybody listen to the sounds of a person in despair. Oh dearie me, it's despair's coming up. And we gotta take it seriously now, don't we? Cause you all worked up. Now we gotta listen, you're despairing. Your despair. Your despair is just a way for you to try to ennoble your laziness. It ain't all Janet's bush. Janet's bush is Janet's bush. And when you're in it, you know. Bad news for you. You ain't even in Janet's bush anymore. You got Janet's bush in the head. Janet's bush is now you have a neurological mirror of her stinky ammonia bush in your head. Bits of cat litter crumbs and all. Now it's in your head. Your brain turned into Janet's bush, and you want me to apologize, cause I'm telling sane people they don't gotta go parachuting down into that stinky old muff. You made me sick. Nobody cares about your despair. Everybody knows what it is. Ain't no time for despair. Everybody's gonna die. Because you're upset today, we're supposed to pay you extra mind. Get out of town. Get out of here. You old scat. You're a scat fly. You would say a thing like that to me. You're an old scat fly. Wasn't around a pile of shit. No such thing as despair. There's just living and there's running. You're gonna run. You're gonna try to run away from your own tail like some silly old pup. But you're not a pup. You're not a cute little puppy dog with a waggly tail. You just a beef jerky too. You jump in your lap. You give him a little pet, and it's the cutest thing in the world. Curls up in a little curlicue on your lap. Happy as could be. That's a puppy dog. That's not what you are. Oh no. You're the opposite of a puppy dog. You're the opposite of a dog. You're despair. You tricked yourself into thinking it's real. Everybody's gonna die. Everybody. Cremated and all. Buried in some pit. Oh, you upset? You say it's all Janet. It ain't all Janet's bush. But it is all Janet's bush. It is. So in a way, you're right. It is all Janet's bush. So you better learn to love it. Or hate it. Or ignore it. Get philosophical about it. Write a little love song about Janet's bush. Bow down to it, pray to Janet's bush if you want. Do a little tap dance on Janet's medial bush. That's what it sounds like when you tap dance on Janet's bush. No matter what, you're in a bush. Who put you there? I don't know. Are you cursed? Was it the gods? Did the universe malfunction that you should end up in Janet's bush? I don't know. But I'll tell you this. If it's just some malfunction of the universe that threw us into this old sweaty old muff, I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm gonna fight back when I can, when my mind's clear enough. And if some hyperdimensional entity, some Lindsey Graham alien threw me into Janet's bush to punish me, then I'm gonna find a way to be happy every single goddamn moment in that sweaty, oily bush. I'm gonna smile every day if I can. I love my children and my family. And I'm gonna love strangers when I see them. So that whatever Lindsey Graham style piece of shit hyperdimensional motherfucker that threw me in Janet's bush doesn't get the pleasure of my despair. Well, that was fun. How do I turn this off?
Well, guys, another wonderful, another wonderful night stream, I must say. Thank you all for joining me. I gotta turn this thing off. It's kind of freaking me out. I'm sorry if I freaked some people. I'm sorry if, like, you guys are like, why are you showing that? I'm sorry. You know, my intention behind showing these videos is just the feeling. I don't know what that is. Someone like infinitely smarter than me probably has a name of that for that feeling. Maybe you guys know what that is, but there's just a specific feeling you get from watching that stuff. And good news for all of us, I've got a lot more of these tapes. Not only that, I'm going to order more. I'm going to try to find as many found footage style. Damn, Ruridi, thank you for the super chat. Love you back, Ruridi, thank you. I'm going to try to get as many of these as I can. Like, I think, like, this is my old man, like, discovering golf moment. Like, are you kidding me? I want more of this. Like, you know, a lot of these are Riley. We could watch Riley's like first 5 years of his life, which I think would be a little weird. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, we got some other good ones that I'll show you. One of them is real. The one I'll show tomorrow is really fucked up. And not like fucked up, like I just can't figure out where these people are. Like I don't know what, it's another Christmas one. But these people, I think they're at like an Elks Lodge, maybe. There's bartenders, and you're like, is it a restaurant? But there's like 4 people there. They're drinking, there's kids. It's so weird. It's like so back rooms. I'll show it to you tomorrow. Maybe you guys can help me like figure out where it is. Oblivia says it's going to be a trip if somebody watches it who's in the videos. I know. I must admit, I have a bit of a weird feeling about that, because, like, you know, like you show like a YouTube upload and they uploaded it. This wasn't really uploaded. This just ended up in a warehouse somewhere. But you know, when I was like expressing like a sense of like, should I do this? My friend was like, well, what's your intent? And my intent is definitely not to like shame or embarrass the people in the videos, but rather to sort of like I don't know, illustrate how quickly things change. I guess it's not even that. That's just me making up bullshit. Like it's the feeling. Like, what is that feeling? It's such a bizarre feeling when you're watching it. Bobby Broadway says, become a found art reporter. It's not a bad idea. Joshua Krellin. Oh, this is a good one. D, what jobs did you have while doing stand-up? How did you date women while having these shitty jobs? How did you not fall into the realm of despair? I got lucky, Josh. That's the only way to put it. I moved to LA because my idea was I would live there for like a year and then go to graduate school. I did not intend to become like a comic. And so I had inherited $10,000 from my grandmother when she passed away. And I went out there with $10,000, which seemed like so much money to me. And I blew it. I went through that money in just a few months. Had to get a job. And I thought it would be cool to work at a comedy club. And I didn't know anything about the Comedy Store. So, but I had these prank call tapes I made in college. I'm like, I'm funny. I would give them these tapes, and I harassed them for a long time. You know, and then finally they were like, fine, you can work on the phones. So I just started working at the Comedy Store, truly not knowing anything about it at all. Nothing. No idea what it was. I think that was like my edge, in fact, is because I didn't care. Like I was still scared of Mitzi, but getting fired was not like the end of my life or career there, because I didn't think I was a comic. So I guess I just wasn't like, I didn't have the level of fear that other people had for her. I needed the job for money. That was it. It wasn't like associated with like my ability to do stand-up or the legend of the place. But I still remember the first time Pauly Shore walked into the phone room. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I used to huff butane and watch you in my friend's trailer. Drew Lewis, $20 for this, Drew? Come on, man. Drew's my friend. You've got to stop doing this. Horrible you attacked Janet. Maybe you're not my friend. Horrible you attacked Janet. Her bush is not that bad. You're a bush phobic and she calls you out. Now you're saying her love jungle smells like some kind of dead hamsters. Oh my God. Old sloppy seconds Lewis. Have fun down there, Drew. No, you're right. You know what? I think a man admits when they're wrong. Have fun down there, Drew. She loves it when you go down on her. Go on down there, Drew. Go on down there. No, you're right. You're a good man, a good person. You go down there in Janet's bush. Nothing to fight. You're a bushmaster. You're enlightened. Get on down there. I love it. I love thinking about you down there in Janet's bush. Makes me happy. Makes me think of the Bible. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Oh shit, what's this? Captain Corpuscle, thank you for the super chat. Not sure if you have heard of the Books. They're a musical duo that use found footage and sounds to make music. What? The Books? Never heard of them. We'll look them up. Found footage is insane. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I feel so bummed that I have this and like 8 other tapes. It's not enough. I need so much more. And I know there's so much out there. Like, how do you get it? How do you find it? I want more. This one I haven't even looked at yet. Sanborn 50th anniversary Led Zeppelin Day. Whoa, what is that gonna be? But I want more. No, I can't even tell you. Like, I haven't had this feeling for a long time. Like, it's so fun to put a new tape into the VCR and hit play, and you don't know what's gonna happen. And everyone is poignant. I've got a bunch of weddings. Oh, baby showers. I think there's a birth video in there, which I definitely won't show. But yeah, it's amazing. What the fuck is this? I don't want to read negative comments, but somebody has insulted me, I think. I think this is an insult. Bobby Broadway. Bobby Broadway says, you hike like that hiking old man Fraggle from Fraggle Rock? You're insulting my fucking hiking skills, Bobby Broadway? Yeah, and then he adds, remember the Explorer Fraggle? Let me tell you something, Bobby Broadway. First of all, don't say anything else. 5 minutes self-ban. Don't respond to anything I say, even if I challenge you. You've obviously never seen me hike. Let me describe what it's like when you see me hike. Number one, I don't hike in shorts. I hike in leather breeches, and they're oiled. I'm just pausing there because I bet you're like, what? I've never heard. Of course you haven't heard of that, because you're not a hiker. So when you say I hike like the old man Fraggle, you know, that's someone who's never seen me hike. It's someone who's probably never hiked. My guess is you've never fucking hiked a day in your life. I bet you've never been out in the woods. My guess is you live in some kind of geranium, a jar. You live in some giant fucking jar. You just sit there. You sit there in this big giant fucking jar, all meaty and swollen and inflamed. And you sit in that jar, and it's someone tighten the top. It's a geranium. It depends on your flatulence. And there's brown withered mushrooms. That's all. It's you and these mushrooms in the jar, and you eat them. They gave you the internet to see what you do, and you landed on here because of the algorithm. You've never hiked. You've never been out of your jar. I hike in oiled breeches. I slide, baby. How's that feel, jar boy? I slide through the woods like a black snake. I glisten. My breeches glisten. They catch the sun. They make rainbows. And I slide, baby. How's that feel, jar boy? How's that feel? I'm not like old man Fraggle. I slide through the woods. It's beautiful. I don't even walk. I slide like a snake. Right through the woods. Snakes are fast and beautiful. And that's me in the woods. Something a man in a jar would never understand. You make me sick. You make me sick. But stay with us. You belong here for sure, jar boy. We want you here. You belong here, jar boy. Look, my opinions about you or anyone in the chat or anything are irrelevant compared to what we're doing here. And what we're doing here is not some old dude with graying fucking shitty beard hair rambling. What we're doing here is we are a global movement that is like an arrow fired from the bow of an angel, not Cupid. Cupid's arrows make love. The arrows of the night stream destroy pyramids. And that's what we're doing here. That's what this is. For those of you wondering, for those of you like too lazy to get up and turn the channel, for those of you in like K-holes or like teetering on the K-hole, I'm like, I just want to turn this off. I want you to know something. God doesn't want you to turn it off. That's why you can't move your hand. What this is a global movement, and the night stream is really, it's Operation Beast Blast. I need to get more subscribers than Mr. Beast. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, what the fuck? Subscribe. Click on that thing. Why, you say? Why should I do that? I'm not going to subscribe to this. What's wrong with you? Well, I'll tell you, the thing that's wrong with me is wrong with you. What's wrong with me and you and every living human on the planet, including Jar Boy and all the beautiful babies that were just born is one single thing: the Great Pyramid of Giza. That foul protuberance emitting from the beautiful flesh of Mother Gaia. If I can get more subscribers than Mr. Beast, then within 3 months, I will have more than enough money to buy the Great Pyramid of Giza. The deal is sealed. Egypt wants to get rid of that motherfucker. I'll fly to Giza. I'll fly to Egypt. I'll give them the money. They'll give me the keys to the Great Pyramid of Giza. And a lot of people, when they got those keys, they do a lot of stupid shit. Probably open up a CBD store. But that's not what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to saw the top off that motherfucker. I'm going to fill it with Mentos and Diet Coke. And the explosion will be so powerful. It will decimate the Great Pyramid of Giza. Nothing will be left behind. It will blow up the 2 mini pyramids next to it. But that sounds like a me thing. That sounds like I'm just having fun with my friends. No. You will be involved. Jar Boy, I will have your jar flown to Egypt. I will put you on stage. I will put you on stage. I know if we open your jar, you'll die immediately. If we open your jar, you'll wither and die because you're weak. You're weak. You can't survive the oxygen of your mother planet, so you have to live in that little jar, all weak and trembling, eating your mushrooms, and farting life into the environment. But I'll put your jar on stage. Guess who you'll be next to? Kanye West. He'll be performing. Hope you can dance. He'll be performing during the greatest music festival of all time. And the peak of that festival will be the destruction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. That's what this is. So subscribe. Your super chats, your memberships, all of them move us one step closer to a pyramid-free planet. And that's the planet I want my kids to live on. And I feel like you must feel the same way. Even if you don't have kids. Like, I don't have kids. I don't give a fuck if there's pyramids on this planet. I'm not gonna breed, you dumb shit. You dumb breeder fuck. I'm free as a bird. Look at you. Look at you chained down. Fine. Act like you're happy. Act like you don't know. Act like right now what I'm saying isn't rippling your deepest self. Gotta charge my Apple Watch. I should go. We're gonna blow up the Great Pyramid of Giza, and you've all been part of it tonight. Join us again. Tomorrow, we're actually gonna do a day stream, which are fun. I don't know if I like them as much as these streams. They're different. But if you were here tonight, you should tune in again tomorrow. There's so much that has to be done. And I've got a bone to pick with some of you. Where are the flyers? What are you doing? You just tune in to this? You're not doing the work yourself. To quote Jack Kornfield, tend to the part of the garden you can touch. Get out there. Make posters. Make shirts. Make art. Let people know the reason they're suffering is because of the Great Pyramid of Giza. We're all in it together. We share a planet. People will get mad at you if you say that out loud these days. That's a truth. If you want like a You know the things you dip in the pool to see if there's too much piss in it? You know, I don't know what that's called, but a way to sort of gauge a civilization is by how many people get offended when you say we all share a planet. When they know that we're all on a planet. People get really mad if you say that. People get mad if you say we share a planet. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't want to share a planet with. It doesn't matter. You might not like your roommate. He's banging every night. Or you're laying in your bed all lonely and sad, watching Dawson's Creek reruns on Hulu. But you share an apartment with that dude. And you share a planet with every other living human. And there's one thing you can do to help them. And it's not become a Democrat or a Republican. It's subscribe to this stream. Join us. Join the Discord. I should post that real quick. This one's a late one. God dang it, I gotta get up early. Hold on. Let me find this. Where is that son of a bitch? There it is. Right there. Oh, yeah. Join the Discord. Meet your family. Are you afraid? You don't want to go to a family reunion? Batesar, fucking stop! What the fuck? Don't spam when I'm trying to do the blow up the pyramids thing. Batesar the Menace is part of us. All are welcome here, by the way. I did put him in a 5-minute timeout so I could spam the Discord link. Damn it won't let me. Hold on. There. Batesar is one of us. Jarboy is one of us. You're all welcome here. I don't care who you are. Some of you come here to shit disturb. I don't care. I don't blame you for not liking me. Why would you like me? But if you can help us destroy the Great Pyramid of Giza, your opinion on me or what I'm doing here is irrelevant. I'm just one of you. I'm just one of us. I want to wake up. I want to wake my kids up one morning and they're like, "Daddy, are the pyramids still here?" And I'm like, "No. We blew them up, Bubba. They're gone." That's all I want. I gotta go. I'm sweating. I didn't turn the AC on. I've been turning my AC on and it smells like it's burning. So for the rest of the summer, you're gonna see me roast. God bless you all. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow night. This has been the Night Stream. You're in